I said ain't nothing wrong. Ain't wrong. Ain't nothing wrong.
I feel like it's something wrong.
Ain't nothing
You heard the
wrong.
song? Ain't nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Hey man, it was also a
Talking
song said.
gamers.
There's also a game song that said, "Don't worry, be happy."
Yeah, I like that song.
Timon and Puma sang Kuna Matata.
I like that song too.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have liked this song.
Right.
Simba, uncle, murdered his father and framed him for the murder and was coming to kill him. Kuna Matata, no, I need to train, bro. They coming for me. I should be getting strong. Got me out here eating grubs. I need to be a lion.
Hey,
Bro,
you know what, real talk?
I should be eating you.
Well, considering the fact that they stole the story, never mind.
I mean, it's just Hamlet.
No, don't say never mind. Go ahead, say it.
It's Hamlet.
They stole the story anyway from another cartoon.
From a black man.
Yeah, from another animated film.
Black.
So we're not gonna white people. This is what happens when you let the gamers through the door. They done let the gamers through the door. They done let the gamers through the door.
Oh man.
Hey.
They did. We in here.
I ain't in it though.
We came through a door.
I want no smoke though. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like to smoke, but I don't want no smoke.
Right. Cool. Anywho, welcome to another episode of Respect My Gamer. I am your host, Elements MC. And here's my co-host to the right of me, Canis 007.
What up, family?
And on the right of him, there is a Comedic 7.
What's cracking?
Yeah, we here again to talk about things in the gaming world that make us happy, also that don't make us rage from every once in a while. Yeah, frustrated, but I
get sad sometimes.
Right, right. So man, well, shoot, man, how y'all doing today?
I'm pretty good. Had a good day yesterday. Good shoot day for my new content.
Oh yeah. New content. That's what's up.
But yeah, I'm pretty good. Anytime I have a highly productive day where I'm not exhausted and it was actually fun, I'm good.
So we're gonna tell people about what the content is.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I have a new IG page called High Park Foodie. Follow me on IG. And the new content is going to be IG series where it's going to be me basically giving the demonstration of creating the recipe, and then we have a live tasting afterwards where we have a panel of illustrious guests to get to taste the food and give me their opinion on it.
Illustrious. Oh man, I'm putting that on my resume. I'm illustrious now. I am an illustrious
and
guest.
Technically, also, since you were on the episode that we recorded yesterday, you are a food critic now.
Yes, I am a food critic. Thank you. Oh, man, my salary finna go up, boy.
Run up that check, cuz.
I'm finna get the bag for real. You know what I'm saying? I can tell your food sucks. Or it's great. That's what's up. So he said Hyde Park Foodie.
Yeah, Hyde Park Foodie.
That's a HYDE Park Foodie. Catch him on IG and follow along what he got going on. He's he's a good gamer and he's a good chef.
Doing a lot.
Yeah, man.
Wearing a lot of hats.
Right.
A lot of hats, a lot of different size hats at that too.
Yeah.
Have a chef hat.
Yeah.
The crazy part about it too is so I'm gonna do a YouTube channel for that also, and that's gonna expand into other food related content. But right now I'm focusing on building this first series up. But we will have a a little bartending segment as well that'll be on the YouTube channel. Be a special host for that coming soon.
All right,
because I don't be making the drinks. I just like to drink the drinks.
Gordon Ramsay, we're coming for you. Watch your back. All right, well, Comedic, how you feeling, man?
Doing good. Dropped a couple more matches for my wrestling channel.
That's what's up.
And people, I'm trying to tell you, stop watching WWE and just tune into what Frank got going on because it's more entertaining.
Yeah. Follow what's the site they go to, or what's the page?
Both on YouTube or IG.
Okay.
GNG AI Universe.
G AI universe.
Yeah. All one like no
No word.
spaces,
Yeah,
no
no,
All
dash,
one
no
word.
no spaces, no underscores, no dashes, no nothing.
none of that. Nah.
Yes, that's what's up, man. Yeah, follow along, man. He got some pretty dope custom matches that he put together. Him and his brother put together. So man, it's pretty cool. And I don't, the thing is, like, I don't really watch a lot of wrestling, like I used to, but I definitely get that feeling again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Uh, yeah, I ain't got nothing going on. I'm not.
You
I
talking
don't.
about you ain't got nothing going? You got an album that's still out in circulation? We still running that back, cuz we go ahead and pull up.
Uh,
Tell them about the album.
Elements MC album Method of Healing is out in stores. You can go cop that on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Title. Yeah, just look me up. Elements with a Z, MCEMCEE. Album title Method of Healing. I also have another album that came out some years ago called Open Bar. And man, let's
One of my
run
favorites.
them numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Run that catalog up so I can get my $2. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my $2 for real.
Shout out Distro Kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let me get my less than the pennies.
Grown man bars for real.
Exactly.
Hey, go stream that on Title.
Yeah.
Get more money on Title. Stream that on Title, please.
Yes, please. Yes. Yes, please. Anyway, man, what we talk about today?
We got a couple of good little topics today, but I think we should kick it off with what game do you like that had no sequel? It was a one-off, but it was a hot game. You wish they would have done the sequel, but they never got to it for some reason.
A
Hmm.
lot of dope.
Man, there's a lot of
Dope games that came out that just
you never saw. There was no repeat, anything like that.
right.
Like, hey, can I get a sequel? Crickets.
Right. Right.
Sometimes different things. Sometimes the company didn't last. Sometimes
Creative differences.
right. Sometimes it didn't get the numbers that it should have.
Right.
And not enough people heard about it to get them numbers for the sequel.
Yeah.
But there's dope games.
The thing about that is too is like sometimes it'll be a game that hit the numbers.
You know if that's true.
And they still just didn't do the sequel. I was like, but why? I liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody else liked it, so let's do it again.
Right.
Sometimes they just said,
Man,
nope.
Haters.
Yeah.
Yes, I hate to steal your joy, man.
Um.
Let them do it.
Look at all these haters.
Oh man, that's who want to kick it off?
I think we should make Graf go first. Actually, I do it. Last time I said I was gonna stop letting him go first because he always be wanting to have like-minded things going on. You go last.
Well, you go first.
I'm gonna go first. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So for me, and I know it's gonna be a little, somebody might say something in the comments. I don't care how you feel. Respect my gaming
Gamer.
likes.
Right.
Or not. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want. Mine was actually Metal Gear Rising. A lot of people hated on my man Raiden, Jack the Ripper. But this game was fun to play. I like the innovative gameplay and fighting on the game because you literally, anywhere you sit that sword, you sliced everything into ribbons. And we all know that I am very fond of blades, especially katanas, and anything where I can wield one as the main character, I'm down.
What can I say? One thing about that, about people hating that game.
They was hating on it, boy.
Remember when Metal Gear 2 came out? Metal Gear Solid 2?
And they was hating on it for that reason. It's not Snake.
No, not even that. After that faded away, everybody was like, yo, Raiden need his own game where he got the sword and he doing stuff, right?
And that was based off of literally one small section of the game. he had that katana. Actually, wasn't even a katana. He had a ninja toe for maybe 15, 20 minutes in the whole game.
And everybody wanted him to get this game, right?
Right.
Yep. Now he got
They
it,
gave it to us,
and they cried.
and it was fun.
Right.
It wasn't meant to be it was a hack and slash. They marketed it as a hack and slash.
He's a
This is what it
cybernetic
is.
ninja. How did y'all expect the game to play?
And especially off of Metal Gear 4 when he had, I mean, literally when he had that one scene when he came in and messed up those geckos. I'm like, he back. Yeah, we got a cyborg ninja that's actually gonna last because the other ones died and never came back.
You think that could be due? I think a lot of times, change is hard for people, and I think people get used to something, even while it makes sense in the early stages of it, they're not ready to accept it. Like if you think about Metal Gear, Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, what was 3, Snake Eater,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
technically Snake Eater was a prequel,
right.
but not even technically it was a prequel.
It was like I mean, especially for those who follow along the Metal Gear timeline, you start to realize, oh, okay, so even though that game came out third or fourth, it's actually the story where it all starts.
Yeah, that's actually Naked Snake or Big Boss as he's
Right.
known.
Right. So I think that by the time the game came out,
in the first game.
I think at that point, by the time that Metal Gear Rising came out, it's at that point it's about competition. It's about what games have a similar feel to that, and do I want to play this game in the Metal Gear world right now? I think it's hard to do that. Like think about the Walking Dead, right? Series.
No.
By the time Fear the Walking Dead came out, were you ready for it? Were you patient enough with it?
I was ready for it because there was one particular character that we got a chance to follow back on. What was his name?
Are you talking about Morgan?
Morgan, yes.
Okay.
I was getting ready to say his real name, Lenny.
Right.
You got a chance to see what happened with Morgan after Rick ran back into him in the regular story of The Walking Dead.
Right.
So I was ready for it just off the fact that they was adding him to that story. So I knew I was going to be able to link back up with him. There's a bunch of new characters, which I was fine with because The Walking Dead has a habit of murdering off the characters you love. So I was like, let's get some new ones, and I just won't be attached to y'all.
But
I'm just
Morgan
not gonna love
wasn't
y'all.
Morgan wasn't in the first.
No, they
first
brought
few
him
seasons.
in. They brought him in later after they reintroduced him in the regular Walking Dead.
Right. So by the time Fear the Walking Dead came out, you're already used to the Walking Dead starts off already in the zombie apocalypse. Like it's already happening. You know what I'm saying? Everything is turned upside down. But Fear the Walking Dead, that starts
You
at
got a chance to see the beginning. That's why I liked it too.
So some people, I know, I ain't gonna say no names, but they didn't have any patience.
No, man, we name names.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that today. Some people,
I'll say it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right,
like
you don't. Sorry, I'm not. I'm good.
And even if I do, I ain't gonna say that.
Right. So some people didn't have
Ask me in the
patience
comments
with that process because it was like they couldn't handle the like the understanding of, don't y'all understand that this is a zombie apocalypse? Well, and I'm trying to say, no, they don't understand that. This is the beginning. But we've been used to you know what I'm saying, Rick
being
and
in that world
right,
already.
Right. So I feel like with Metal Gear Rising, I feel like by the time it came out, it was like they were so used to the storyline of the Metal Gear series that by the time that come out, it's like if it didn't have much of a story to it, it's like they're not used to it. You know what I'm saying?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. I didn't play it much, but I liked it.
It's a dope game.
See, sometimes it's just about the game was fun. It was fun to play. I like to go through a hack and slash. First off, you fought Metal Gear Ray with a katana.
Yep.
You got a chance to jump from missile to missile as he launched missiles at you and slice them and run up his arm and slice it up and run up the leg. It was ridiculous. I loved it.
Look, real talk.
He was a superhero.
This game did what Platinum Games actually developed it for Konami and everything. And they did what Platinum Games always does and what everyone loves them for. and somehow this one people was just mad at.
Yeah, people are stupid.
Yeah, and like I said, when did that game come out?
Ooh.
Like maybe 5-6 years ago? No, probably longer
It
than
might have
that.
been longer
It
than
was,
that.
it was longer than that.
I think at a
Might have
certain
been like
point,
7 or 8 years ago.
yeah, I think at a certain point, it kind of felt like, at least for me, it kind of felt like the gaming community got really crowded, and even though that should mean that it breeds good competition amongst like gaming developers,
Oh yeah, that came out in 2013.
2013, I feel like at that time it was just,
Dang, I feel like it was that long ago. I'm old.
you know, I feel like at that time maybe, you know, the attention span of people is different at that time. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can have 4 different football games going on at the same time, and you be like, you can pick and choose. Oh, this is dope. This is good too, but I prefer this one, right? But it seemed like, you know, in the 2010s, people's attention span was just like,
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
It's the beginning of the instant gratification world.
Twitter,
Yeah.
Vine, all of that, and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And they probably didn't give it a chance because it's like, if it didn't grab you instantly,
I'm gonna tell you something else I
I
noticed
don't
too.
know.
People hate when non-main characters get games.
True.
It's the reason why we can't let Vegeta win
True.
nothing in Dragon Ball Z.
Resurrection of F was supposed to be for Vegeta,
It was supposed to be his victory.
for real.
No, but Goku. No, but Goku.
Yeah,
Goku been
we
trying
had
to pass the torch since Z.
I get it. Well, they
Z was supposed to be Gohan.
That's why I say people have a hard time with change. They don't know how to accept it.
that was a perfect example of it too, because literally Goku was supposed to be out, Gohan was supposed to take over, and the fans went, no.
Yep.
We don't want it.
Yeah.
And they said, okay.
GT,
Just like with
are you happy?
back to the back to the Walking Dead, right?
And now it's not canon because we
Now that Rick isn't there,
I tapped out.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
let me say something. I
it's-
tapped out with, and I'm gonna say spoiler alert, but this ain't spoiler alert. If you haven't seen this because it was so many seasons back, that means you weren't watching it. So shut up.
Right.
They killed Carl, and then Rick left. I was done. I tapped out. I tried to stay for the little thing because Negan kept me entertained. But then
Hey,
I
you
was
know
like,
what?
enough of this. I don't want to care anymore because the only person that was left from the original team was Daryl. And Daryl Dixon is a show only character. They can kill him at any time.
matter of fact, he wasn't even supposed to make it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a whole new character.
And the only reason he's still probably there now is because Norman Reedus got that contract to take over the show once Andrew Lincoln left. So he's the new main character. So now it's more focused around him. So he's the highest paid. He first on the call sheet.
right.
You know what's wild about Negan, real quick?
Norris Reedus is my dude.
I forgot dude's name to actually play him.
Yeah, I can't think
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. Dude is a dope actor for real, because if you watch him as Negan, go watch this. It's a movie on Netflix called Possession. He plays the father on there. And you finna sit there the whole time like, that's not Negan.
Right.
Like,
Also,
you get used to that character.
he didn't slid into this.
I'll go even further than that.
He's at this point real quick where I put like, it's certain people like they're their character first.
Right.
They're their real life counterpart.
Exactly.
It's like they're like he's Negan in real life.
Right.
He plays Jeffrey Dean Morgan when the camera's off.
See, it's different for me because he was Sam and Dean Winchester's father first. For me, Supernatural. So that's why I don't automatically put him into Negan. But Negan is my favorite character that he plays because he gets to be a whole jerk.
It's like Tariq comes first in Power.
First
you know
off,
what I'm saying? Tariq comes first. Then the actor.
No, here's the thing. Tariq don't come first. His name is Tariq. His name is Tariq.
Well,
I don't care if I ever see him. I'm gonna be one of the people he gonna put in the video. Your name's Tariq. I don't like you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So
that's what we
like
say.
his real life counterpart don't even exist
in
outside in the outside world. So,
I don't even remember his real name. His name is Tariq.
Exactly.
This is what we
you're
saying.
so focused because they play them characters so well.
It's certain people.
Game of Thrones. Joffrey is Joffrey. I don't even know his real name. His name always be Joffrey.
Exactly.
And
people like
he had so much hate from that character that he quit acting.
Duncan MacLeod.
His name is Duncan McLeod.
Dude,
Adrian
Adrian
Paul.
is when the camera's off. That's who he plays.
Yeah, we know his real name, Adrian Paul. His name
You
is
know what I'm
Duncan
saying?
McLeod.
These
Matter of fact,
these people do these roles.
and actually,
Right.
he's Duncan McLeod in real life too, because he teaches a swordmanship class.
Yeah.
He teaches you how to wield a katana. You can join his class and his workshops and learn how to wield a katana. You are Duncan McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
So that goes back to like showing how, if you look at Metal Gear Rising, where it's like, well, um, you like you said, like non-main characters don't get the same treatment,
They don't.
especially in gaming.
Things like Shadow the Hedgehog,
Hate,
Metal Gear Rising,
hate.
except the companies gave the fans exactly what they asked for in a fun way.
Right.
People still hate it.
But it's also how they set it up too. See, the thing is, if you don't set up a character the right way, then you're bound to.
But here's the problem though. They did set the character up the right way. They set him up right in 2, and they brought him back in 4 as a cyborg ninja. Everybody literally saw him in cutscenes and said, "I want to be able to do that." And then they made a game where you could do exactly what he was doing in those cutscenes. They said, "Harumph, we don't want it."
Right.
That's crazy.
Like,
That is
why?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like
you
I
asked
think
for it, we gave it to you exactly and amped it up.
what
verbatim.
what other games came out at the time that came out though? You know what I'm saying? We don't. I mean, it's like you got to
But
think about it.
It definitely came out amongst a bunch of games where it probably got overshadowed.
That's what I'm saying. Because if it came out in February, I don't really think that's a great time to release a game.
You know
like,
what?
You know what I'm saying?
When is the best time to release a game? Because a lot of the AAA titles drop right when school is starting back.
To me,
Think about it. A lot of them
I
come out
think it
late
would be
August,
smart.
September.
I think it would be smart to drop games at the beginning of the summer when kids gonna be at home.
Yep.
And coming up to
Christmas.
Christmas because you're gonna get
Well,
the sales.
Last of Us 2 came out in June. Ghost of Tsushima came out in June. Now Grand Theft Auto, the last Grand Theft Auto, that came out in November, I think, of
That a
whatever
download
year.
or the expected to be in stores to get.
It's expected to be in stores to
Okay,
get. It
okay.
was
See,
like,
that
it was,
was
like, it was October. I remember it.
But that's kind of smart because it's leading into that Black Friday season.
Right.
So you want it to be out, people thinking about it, and people kids who gonna nag their parents into. But it's I know it's mature.
I
but
think
it's Grand Theft Auto.
I think it's that period between April and October are the best times to release games. It just seems like, or even November. It just seems like
November definitely too. You're getting close to Christmas. You got the Thanksgiving time off, Black
Right.
Friday.
So
right
I feel
there.
like between December and March, it's probably not an ideal time to release a AAA game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even still, you have to roll it out a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So that it gets that attention.
And the mess up part is it was rumored that they were gonna do a sequel to it. Just never happened.
Right. Because God of War came out, and the most recent one came out like in March or April or whatever year it came out. That's cool though.
But see, that's God of War though. See, that
You know what I'm
already
saying?
has established fan base
Exactly.
for that character. And they're not gonna take Kratos off, even though they kind of have set up
exactly
to build on it and let maybe his son take over later on.
Right. So it's all about the rollout to me, and I feel like maybe Metal Gear Rising rollout was probably just
overshadowed.
Yeah, overshadowed. But nonetheless, that is a dope
I like
one-off game.
The game was dope.
Right. All right.
I
So
play it again right now.
I do it. I do it too.
I still do.
All right. So well, since he says you're gonna last, right?
I guess so.
Well, my pick for best one-off game, I would have to give it to a game called originally the name of it is called Fahrenheit, but in Northern America it's called Indigo Prophecy. And now technically it can be a little confusing because there's games like this. There's a gaming world like this where you have Indigo Prophecy, you have Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and most recently Detroit. They all have similar game style and the style of play.
So some of the mechanics.
Yeah, some of the mechanics, because a lot of it is based on I don't know how to describe it, but like you basically like a button comes up, and you gotta like press the button.
So is that quick time event like QTEs?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like that. And
Okay.
so the thing is though, at the time, Indigo Prophecy, um, I had never seen anything, any type of promo, nothing for it, right? So actually, shout out to my wife. We were actually, man, I think we were in Hollywood Video. Like that's how long ago it was. One
Hey.
of the two. Either Hollywood Video.
Hollywood
I don't think it was
Video.
Blockbuster Video. I think it was Hollywood Video.
Now,
So
were you in Hollywood or were you Hollywood Video or were you in Game Crazy?
I'm sorry, we were in Game Crazy. Yes.
Ah, ah.
For people who don't know, that was a gaming store that was inside
Within
of
Hollywood Video.
Right. So
and they had a couple of one-off locations too, where it was just them.
Yeah.
But they were originally connected to Hollywood Video.
Right.
Actually, I like them better than GameStop.
Yeah, we
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Well, we actually used to shop at one in particular in Hyde Park because we got real cool with the manager and he used to give us killer discounts.
Exactly. Shout out to the discounts. So yeah, so we would like basically just walk around in there one day browsing, and the cover of it just looked interesting. It was like, okay. It looks like, it gives you that perfect dark kind of Resident Evil kind of not Perfect Dark. I'm sorry. What's the other game that's like Resident Evil at that time?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, right.
You
know what I'm saying?
It does give you that Silent Hill vibe.
Right. So, and I don't remember if we picked up the case and was like looking on the back and say, that seems interesting. Anyway, we rented the game and we found out that it was a dope storyline. Basically, this guy, he finds out that he's responsible for this murder, but he doesn't remember anything about the murder. And
Likely story.
right. So but the thing is, it's a like you basically control him, the main character, and like I think you control the detectives that are actually investigating the murder. So make a long story short, he's basically responsible for a supernatural murder. Like so he was basically possessed. But the whole thing is it's like a movie, but you have to like press buttons in a sequence in order for something to happen, right? So, but the thing is, it didn't always tell you to press square or X, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we played it for PlayStation 2.
Of course, that's one way to play.
They wouldn't tell you.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop doing that. But I'm still deep. I'm deep in these.
One day,
streets. So ain't never coming out.
Real quick, one day we're gonna bring somebody on the show that's a predominantly
Sony gang,
Xbox player, and we just gonna like.
That's interesting. Do you know any?
Yeah, I know a few.
I know a few.
I know a few. You know what I'm saying? So
I know one.
I know a few,
and he is constantly. Every time I talk to him, he was like, "But I might convert though."
Well, I mean, at this point,
5 though. That's all he.
At this point, you'd be like, "Well, shit. Well, I can do it either one." You know what I'm saying? But at one point, it just felt like, no.
Let's be honest.
Either you're Microsoft or you're Sony. Which one is it?
I wound up with all the systems.
Here's the line.
You was ahead of the game.
Pick a side.
Right. So basically, but it wasn't like press X.
Sony first though.
It, like on the screen, it wasn't like press X, squares, triangle, circle. It was more so like it was color coded. So like for those that know, like the square button is like kind of pink.
Yeah.
So
circle.
It would show you like the it would kind of give you the reflection of the buttons on the PlayStation controller. So if the color popped up, depending on what the location of it is, you had to press the button.
Oh,
so it wasn't like press
you had
X,
to pay attention,
right? You had to pay attention, and you had it. It had to be no. I'm sorry. It was the analog buttons. You had to push it in a certain directions.
Okay, got you.
That's how right. So that was so dope about it because it's like if you weren't fast enough, you know what I'm saying. It will basically reflect on the outcome in the game, and the game had 3 alternate endings.
Oh, okay.
And So basically, based on your decisions that you made in the game, where you know, what I'm saying, do you let somebody go? Do you kill this person, or do you fight? Like it really, like that was my first experience where you had to basically make a decision, like, and like right there, you might have had like a few seconds to decide, but you had to make a decision. Like I remember one specific moment where uh it was like this supernatural being like walking down the hall, like basically the main character, they figured that he was crazy, so they put him in a crazy house basically.
All right.
While he was there, the supernatural possession was basically looking for him, and as he's coming down the hallway, you have to figure out a way to get out. So you go from one room, and it's like you're doing something. No, that's not the way out. But meanwhile, it splits the screen where they're showing what you're doing, and then they show
Oh no.
the thing coming down the hallway. So it's like it keeps on your toes. Like, man, we got it. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? He come, but it was so dope. I was like, man, I never played a game like this really. You know what I'm saying? So, and even though technically there's been other games with similar styles and story, like the way the storylines go, I'm going to consider this a one off because it's just that was the original one to me, and they didn't make a sequel for it because
Then it is a one-off.
it is a one
Yeah,
off
it's a
because
one-off.
the other games, the stories aren't really connected. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
So
one-off thing.
it's a
Right.
one
Each,
off to me.
each one is in same world but individual stories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it still count. That count.
Not connected is not a sequel.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. So that's my best one off because it was just like it was something new to me that I wasn't like it wasn't promoted to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any advertisement for it. At that time it was Game Informer magazine and all stuff. I didn't see anything. I just saw the game.
That's crazy because that's only game like that I got where I knew nothing about it before I got it was Max Payne, the original one.
Oh wow, okay.
I had seen nothing about that. Saw that box and then looked at it. I said, "Oh, bullet time! Yeah, we like. Oh, I can dive and shoot.
Right. I like
Word.
bullet time.
Yeah, John Woo out here. Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
reason I grabbed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it came, and then I found out I shouldn't have been able to buy it where I bought it because apparently it was banned in Illinois at the time.
Really?
Max Payne was banned for a minute because of the violence.
For what?
I got it.
Over the violence.
I don't understand that.
Just like the first Grand Theft Auto, that top down joint,
Yeah.
that was banned.
Well, I mean,
I
we,
do
we ain't
remember
gonna. Well, that's a whole different discussion.
Mortal Kombat, they tried to ban.
Because
There's been
technically,
a lot of games.
technically, my other choice originally for one off was Manhunt.
Oh yeah, and that definitely was banned.
Right, but see, the game
That was
came
banned in
out.
Illinois too.
It was banned in a couple of states.
Okay,
Hmm.
But it was
I
for a
don't
minute.
remember. I don't remember it being banned. But here's the thing: when they came out with the sequel, they basically butchered the sequel so much. They censored it so much. You might as well just said no. This don't count.
It's
Take
the
it
Brady
back.
Bunch.
Keep
Right.
it.
So I don't count Manhunt 2 because I'm not. I didn't even try to play that
Yeah,
game. I'm not. No,
They ruined it.
you ruined it for me. So that was my choice. But because it technically had a sequel, I couldn't go with Manhunt.
Okay,
So
I can see why you switched it.
yeah.
I understand why you wanted to choose it too, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because Manhunt was
Manhunt 2 didn't.
it was horrible.
You
bro.
could say that wasn't the same.
Right.
Arguments could be made. So you know what I'm saying? I understand why you would have,
Yeah.
why it was in the running.
Yeah.
That wasn't it.
Yeah. So yeah, man, Indigo Prophecy, man, is a dope game. You if you never played it, please go check it out. For our any listeners that are overseas in other areas of the world, it might not be known as Indigo Prophecy, it might be known as Fahrenheit.
And see, I remember the title Fahrenheit when
Right.
it first came out.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Right. So go check that out, man. That's a dope one-off game.
Word.
Now we finally gonna let graphics go.
You let them speak now.
Last. You can go first on the next segment.
Right where you belong.
In the back of the bus.
Last. All right.
But game I chose, it's called it's for the PS1. It's called Legend of Dragoon.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a RPG. I forget who made it. I think Atlas.
I believe so.
But anyway, it's dope. It had like a lot of people are used to the what we call turn-based battle or real time. Like turn-based would be like your earlier Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 7 or something like that. Real time, think about your Zeldas and things where you control the combat. It's like you're moving through and you yourself are actually fighting instead of picking
Other people
choices.
might know it as they used to call it the action RPG.
Right. But this was sort of a blend. And they did it dope too.
Okay.
And it even had an entertaining demo. If people remember demo disc, the demo disc was fun.
And so you had stuff, you had like there was like a dragon transformation. And so your character could get wings, claws, and kind of like bulk up and stuff to do more damage and everything. And it was it was real innovative at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like in RPGs, a lot of times when you pick your choice and everything, you had summons. So something else come down and it's normally huge, a dragon, big ass ogre, some shit.
Right.
Fernet.
Right. Yeah, you can get a Jinn, you get Ifrit, come out and just spit flames at people.
Yeah, it was always some kind of mythical beast,
Right.
that you could summon to your aid to aid you in combat, basically.
And so on this one, you say fuck that, hulk up and whoop ass yourself. It was like like that shit was live to me.
So who you summoning? Me,
right?
But me though.
And so then you started seeing that in other games and stuff. The characters started gaining more powers and everything. So it was like real innovative for the time, and the story was actually dope too. It's a classic RPG type of story. Save the princess, save the world type of story and stuff. But it was
why princess is always attached to the world? Just let one person. One person.
The world is not the world.
Save the chili to save the world.
Not the entire world. There's worlds amongst worlds. So
save the princess, save her world.
Right, her world. So you know what I'm saying?
My world ain't attached to that.
Right. It's not about
Zelda.
You. It's not about you though. It's not about you.
Promise you I'll leave Zelda in the castle. Well, you got out on your own in one game. Do it again.
Man.
Do it again.
Hey, that's still
We going
I
left.
hate
right?
cheating.
Ain't saving nobody.
But like dope story. It was like 3 or 4 discs, but it didn't feel like 3 or 4 discs.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah.
3 or 4 discs?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like you finished and it was like insert next disc.
Yeah.
Wait, what system was this on?
PS1.
PS1.
So was this before Final Fantasy 7?
After.
Like not too far after.
Okay, because that's the first
With the
that's the first game where I had the multi-disc. I was like, this is a damn
Yeah, that
movie.
was my first one too.
This is a movie.
Speaking of which, I just started playing Final Fantasy Remake the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Finally.
I can't say the same. But go ahead.
It's dope. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a dope story. It didn't drag too long. A lot of RPGs in the beginning, they get you attached to the town and all of that. You meet all the town people, you like, y'all gonna die. Just whatever big bad is finna come through and burn the whole town. Let's just get to it. Why we got to get attached to y'all? We already know what's gonna happen.
Right.
And this did. So like the story moved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll need all that filler. Stick to the main story. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to see no side stories.
And so it just played smooth. And I'd actually I definitely recommend it. It's one of them PS1 RPGs you're gonna see pop up in everybody's list. Like this was dope.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely isn't one of mine. So
That's what's up.
Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah.
Legend of Dragoon. I wonder is that available to like what's the joint?
PS
the
Plus.
PSN, network.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, is available like what's the subscription based?
PlayStation Now.
Yeah, PlayStation Now. Well, I wonder if it's available through there.
I don't know. I thought about doing a free trial just so I can peek in there and see what it look like and
Yeah.
cancel that joint.
Yeah.
They also got this PS1 on PS4. It's like a little section of the store.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, you gotta check that out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there's a few games that's we can probably most likely revisit. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, especially if we don't have the original system. Like I know I don't have a PS1. I still got a
I still do.
PS3. Yeah, I still on PS3, but I don't have the PS1 or the PS2.
I got all the PlayStations.
Oh yeah,
Well, except for 5. I ain't got that one yet.
right.
I gave my 3 to I think Vale. Yeah, I think I gave my 3 to Vale.
Yeah,
So yeah, the 4 is the only thing in the crib right now.
right,
The PS1 and the PS2, that's in the garage.
5 coming soon.
right. For my birthday, which will be next month. So if anybody want to just, gift me a PS5, I will gladly accept.
You said I
will gladly accept that.
Yes.
Thank you in advance. So
he want a PS5 and gumbo. That's
yeah,
his birthday.
Yes, a PS5 and gumbo at
Hey,
the
that
same
sound raw,
time.
though.
That did right.
Bowl of gumbo.
I don't see the bad part.
Good video game. Only thing you missing is a good drink.
I'm manifesting that right now. I will have a bowl of gumbo. No, I will have a bowl of Canis 007's gumbo.
You gonna be specific.
And at the same time playing my own PlayStation 5.
Like I said earlier, be on the lookout for
Manifesting
their food
that.
content.
They put that out there in the
I'm
ether.
putting it's out there. Yes. Cool. Got that coming down the line. All right. Yeah.
Get that out the way.
I don't hear no bad side to that.
Ain't
Just-
no
just
bad
for real.
side. All right, so that's our best one-off games. So what are some what would you say for like a game that you would resurrect?
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? Now resurrect.
So what game you want to use the Phoenix Dawn?
Right. Right. Yeah, like that is it can be considered remastered or it can just be completely done over from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? And you'll gladly accept it.
okay.
Interesting. Graf, you want to go first this time?
Yeah, you can go
It's kind of mean
first.
to you last time.
Keep
yeah,
being
yeah,
mean.
yeah. I can kick it off. I can kick it off.
Be mean to that mo.
Why?
Cause
Nah, no reason.
But why?
Because it's fun.
yeah, that's all.
I mean, the people sometimes too.
Okay.
So you understand.
Right, you get it.
It happens.
Right. What you got?
But it's a game called Ergaius. God bless the ring.
Ergaius.
Yeah.
Let me just say for the record that all these episodes that we've had so far, you have introduced me to things that, for one, I can't pronounce, and secondly, I've never heard of these games or characters. So I appreciate you. Like,
Okay.
So I will say Erguys is kind of a cult classic type of game. We
damn.
knew about it because it was connected to another game that we played.
It's actually a blend of like companies came together for this game.
Yeah, because you
Where
had
it's off in
Final
Namco.
Fantasy. Yeah, because you had Final Fantasy 7 characters in it. So just like as you can see, there's Cloud Strife.
Right.
Oh
So-
wow. Oh okay. I've never heard of this game.
It's
So
quite entertaining.
it's actually a dope little premise, like the alongside the events of everything else.
Okay.
This people from the Mishima company are also looking for this thing. The like the winner of this tournament got something that allowed them to be like the strongest fighter in existence in like the universe or something. Galaxy universe, something. I forgot the exact specifics right there though. It was on the PS1. It's been some years. But
Many years ago.
pretty much you got all 7 Dragon Balls, or you got the Chaos Emeralds, or
Infinity Gems.
right, you got you win this tournament, you get the big prize type of thing is going on and stuff.
Okay.
And It was dope. You got to meet new Mishima characters, new it was like a lot of original stuff, but was connected to both universes. So the universe of Final Fantasy VII, and so you see Cloud, Tifa made it into the game and stuff, and it was an actual fighter and everything. It played sort of like if you've played these games, the Tobal series, also made by Squaresoft. It was drawn by a dude that draw Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama and stuff. And it plays like what they call on those games quest mode, which was a dope evolution of a beat 'em up almost.
Okay.
And everything. It's like a live beat 'em up, but they have actual fighting game control. So think about I forgot the mode in Tekken, Force mode.
Yep, Force mode.
But before Force mode existed and stuff. And this game plays out like that. Whole game.
Yeah, it was really entertaining, but it was also hard to find in the US for a while.
Let's see, there was? Wait. What language did I have mine in?
Yours is in Japanese, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're different.
Yours
sir.
is Japanese, sir.
You're different.
But yeah, it was like you had to go on a mad hunt because I don't think that many copies got released in the US. Like I found it, but like I found it at a video store that let me rent it, and then I talked them into letting me buy it. Because it wasn't like being rented a lot, and it was like, okay, let me get that.
But yeah, just a real it was a real solid game. You know, if you played those quest modes or something, if some of y'all played those games or whatever, the actual combat engine is very smooth. Like for them years and stuff. It's stuff done in them games you can't even do now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And things like you can counters and everything and keep it going. Like, you know, you can make this stuff look like a movie.
You know, there are times when I hate graphics. Because on that game, you would end up going to a counter battle with this fool for 15 minutes. Just back and forth, counter. It was terrible. It just was terrible.
I don't like getting hit.
Well, who does?
I like doing
some
the
people
hitting.
do. Some people do.
Some people like it a little too much.
Right. Okay. All right. I have to check that out myself. I have to look that up and look at the gameplay for that.
Yeah, it was definitely
because you really sparked my interest when you said Cloud Strife was in it. Like, oh, okay. So okay. That's what's up. Canis?
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
So there was this game series called Bloody Roar. It was a fighting game where each one of the characters was basically genetically enhanced and spliced with animal DNA. So you could transform into like a hybrid beast while you're fighting. When your gauge got high enough, you can do the transformation. So and it highly enhanced all of your abilities, basically. You had Yugo was my favorite character, and he actually transformed into a werewolf, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I use long or Shenlong.
I hate it long. And then you had like it was a ninja in there, Bakaru the mole. So when he transformed, he had long claws like moles when they dig. And then who was usually on the cover was Gato, who transformed into a lion, and he was just insanely strong. He had one move where he basically would hit you and you would just fly across the screen and smack into the wall and just die.
Also liked his boot.
Oh yeah, he had one of them Battletoad type boots in the game. It looked like it got bigger when it hit you.
Big Brooklyn boot just sent you flying like that's a Tim.
But yeah, it was great game, great fighting game. They only made 2. So yeah, Bloody Roar 2. Bloody Roar 2 was the best one of them. It actually was the sequel was better.
No, it was one more. On the cube.
I forgot about the cube.
I forgot about the whole system.
They did have one on the cube.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as good as 2.
I don't think so.
You know what? They messed up the gameplay on that one. That's why. Bloody Roar 2 was the best one.
Yep.
Okay.
Just off character design, the transformation speed, the fighting speed,
The feel of the game too.
Yeah, it had great controls.
What system was that?
I played it on the PS2.
PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I feel like
First one was on PS1.
first one was on PS1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would love if they would bring that back, put it on the 5. I'll get the 5 for Bloody Roar. I'll get the 5 for Bloody
I can see it, especially the way that you describe it. Like I remember them, like transitioning from a regular fighter to a you know what I'm saying
Roar.
animal.
And I like the fact
switching.
you could transform mid combo.
Right.
Yeah.
So you be throwing your combo in your regular like human form, and then transform in the middle and get a power boost in the middle of your combo.
Yep.
Right. That sounds interesting. Like
And that was also one of those games where I definitely used to save my transformation until I was in trouble.
was that originally an arcade? version?
It was in the arcade.
Yeah.
It was definitely in the arcade. I think I played it at
Right. So did it start there?
I think
can't
so.
remember.
The first one did for
Okay.
sure.
Then the other ones
Okay.
probably
Because
did too, though.
originally it was in arcades in Japan, and then it came over here. I played it at the Tilt at Ford City.
Ah.
It was there for a minute.
That's what's up. Bloody War, Switch like Bloody War. Yeah, I remember that game. I didn't play it a lot, but that was definitely a dope game.
That was my favorite fighting game.
Yeah.
Bloody Roar 2 was my joint.
Man, it was fun. Like that.
Yeah.
was-
Like that became my thing. With like if I was losing on the other fight, see me on Bloody Roar though.
Yeah, yeah.
Get on Bloody Roar though.
And I can honestly see that as a remake. You know what I'm saying? Like I can honestly see them doing that.
I'd be fine
It
even if
makes
they
sense.
did a remaster and brought specifically 2 back out.
Be careful with that because some games are remastered and they should have never even been summoned. You should have left it alone. You
But
messed
I
it up.
definitely I would
I'm
love
talking to you, 13.
Oh
I'm talking to you.
yeah. I like that game.
Oh man.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Oh my gosh.
Ruined.
Ruined it.
Ruined.
If y'all ain't do it like Street Fighter 2 remastering, don't do it.
Hey,
If you ain't do it like Final Fantasy 7 remake.
that gives me an idea for that episode. I'll let y'all know after that. After that this episode is over.
Right.
But all right, cool. So you got Bloody War 2,
Yep.
and what's the Ezra?
Guys.
Guys. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm still learning. Guys. Man, I gotta go with it was this game that came out, first person shooter came out, and it was a dope game, and it's called Black.
Oh yeah.
Black was
I got time in on this.
oh man, Black was just incredible.
It was beautiful.
It was developed. The game was developed by Criterion, which did a racing game called Burnout. So they basically tried to make this the
Also fun.
like the shooter
Awesome.
version of Burnout. And what made Black so fun was that the actual like you really felt like you were in a gunfight for the entire
It was intense.
mission.
You felt like you could die at any moment.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of felt like, they basically took on the ideas of like Die Hard and Rambo and like put them into the game for that feel. It would give you the same type of feel where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you
against everybody.
yeah, you against everybody, and you're going like you're basically a special ops member, and the events that you're basically going over happen like 4 days after it happened. So you're being interviewed by some commander, and you basically telling him what happened. And so the mission starts off like you basically go from one point shooting everybody, and then more enemies would come, and the way that the bullets would hit the building, like you can basically blow anything up or knock anything over. You know what I'm saying?
Geomod technology.
Yep.
Yeah, like and the thing is, you can only hold 2 weapons at a time. So at certain parts of the game, you had to be really selective about, am I going to go with this rocket launcher or am I going to go with the shotgun?
And me, I always carry the sniper rifle.
Right.
Sniper
You
rifle
know I
got to be
do.
one. It has to be one.
You know I already do.
Yeah, but the good thing about this game is that with either weapon, it like not to say that I've actually used any of these weapons, but it just felt like you weren't losing anything. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Oh God.
Why why for you look off into space, sir? You all right? You okay? Something over there? Okay, I'm just making sure. Ain't nothing
I'm
over
good.
there. I need to check on
Hey
it.
man, look, it's what hey. Anyway,
Trigger Tai Chi.
yeah, trick But man, like just the idea, like the weapons that you had to choose, and also the enemies that you came across, like they were actually kind of difficult, especially on depending on what level you play the game
Right.
on.
You have to actually use
Like,
strategy.
yeah, people often say if you beat the game on special ops mode, something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you come across these certain something's wrong with y'all anyway. So
Hey
I don't
man,
even count y'all.
if it's a shooter, we playing on the highest
Yep.
level
Yeah,
possible
and
for
you
training.
playing on this level where like you could be shooting somebody, right? I remember a character had they had the armor on, right? And you can see the armor. So you keep shooting at them and the armor doesn't come off. And you have to basically shoot the armor off to kill him. Or the guy with the hockey mask.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
the enemies with the hockey mask, like they were really difficult. Like you had to spend time on them to take them down. Now, the downside of the game is it's not to me. The game is short. It's
Yeah, it
like
was
maybe
short.
like 6 hours of gameplay. The game is short, but the thing for me was the missions are very long.
Mhm.
Like it literally felt like. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I feel like they told you how long the mission is going to be. It like before the mission start. It like
Dude, I
it'll
think when you pick,
yeah like you
Yeah,
it's
you
they
picked
either
about it. Yeah.
I think they did have like a little EST timestamp on it.
Mhm.
yeah you know what I'm saying. And it's like I've never seen that before on a shooter like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna tell you, hey, this game might it might take this long to get through.
Yeah.
So
Like, straight up, this level was 3 hours. Good luck.
right. And so but I'm saying literally like some of the levels felt like, oh man, this is 30 to 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually have to get through this whole thing and it's nonstop shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there's no I mean there wasn't any multiplayer mode, which was kind of a
So whoa.
yeah, you know, but
That's the only thing that game was missing. It had a multiplayer. It would have been perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly believe that would have uh propelled the idea for a sequel, which they were going to do a sequel, but the you know EA and Criterion, they I guess they had a creative differences moment, and the original developers decided I'm not coming back, and
I ain't coming
that's
back.
it, right? So they were going to work on a sequel, but that got canned. But that's definitely a game that I would love to see um resurrected because it's simply the idea that nowadays I don't really play much shooters nowadays. I mean, we play Warzone from time to time, but I miss the feel of a good campaign.
And see, that's why I didn't get back into Call of Duty until Modern Warfare because they brought the campaign mode back.
Right.
Once the Call of Duty didn't have a campaign, I was like, I'm not playing it because I played for the campaign and multiplayer is the added plus for me.
That's why I
Right.
like Borderlands and stuff, like games
Yeah.
like that,
Mhm.
where Outriders and stuff, where you go through
Go through
the
the
actual
story.
campaign, the
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want
And
the
the
story.
multiplayer is an add-on basically. Nowadays, Call of Duty is you're getting it for multiplayer.
Actually, they getting it for Warzone now.
Right. You know what I'm
A lot
saying?
of
Like
people don't even have the full game. They just went and got
exactly. And they
Warzone.
made Warzone free. Cause they know, because ever since Fortnite came out, they was like, oh well, shit, we can let's just do that. Is that if people want to just 128 players in the same space want to go at it, then
Hey,
who will be the
it ain't nothing like 100 versus 100 sniper battle. That's all I'm saying.
man?
Just insane
Yeah,
bullets everywhere.
I can imagine it, and I respect that. You know, what I'm saying the battle royale type mode, but I really appreciate a good campaign story,
Yep.
when Max Payne got remastered or remade. I don't know if it was Max Payne 3 or the most recent one that came out. I appreciated that because it was just a lot of shooting. Like it was a lot of like You know what I'm saying? Like just jumping and
The
just
whole reason you want to play Max Payne is to use bullet time. You want to
Right.
dive and shoot 2 Desert Eagles. You
Right.
can't do that in real life.
If
First
y'all
off,
not sure what bullet time is, watch The Matrix.
yeah,
exactly.
or
Exactly.
watch the Max Payne movie. If
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to,
watching a horrible
I
movie,
don't want you
that.
to know if you want to waste your time, but
That's why I said
um,
Matrix. But
hey, Mark Wahlberg. I can't say his name sometimes. That last name be rough.
let's say Marky Mark.
I don't want to do that.
Wahlberg.
I'm gonna respect him.
Say-
He's
say
one of my favorite actors.
Wahlberger.
Check out Infinite. That movie is spectacular.
Yeah.
He was great at it. The storyline of the movie wasn't all that,
Right.
but he did a good job.
Okay.
So
Bad story.
So he
So
Brandon
yeah,
Ralph.
like that's the last
So he
game.
Brandon Ralph, pretty much.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the
Cool,
last
cool.
game where I experienced where you basically started at one point and you're getting to the next point and there's no backtracking. That's how Black is a lot to me. Where it's like there's no backtracking. You start at this point, you get into this building on this section, then you go into this section, and you just keep going until you get to where you got to get to.
And you got to kill everybody in your way in order
Exactly.
to progress.
Exactly. That's the game.
I
I feel
loved
like
it.
I feel like that's what's missing a lot in shooters now, where it's like the campaign is kind of like you don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know what the storyline to like Black Ops and you know, Cold War.
Cold War has a good story.
I could imagine. You know what I'm saying? But it just but like nowadays I just feel like okay, well, we're just buying this for the multiplayer mode anyway or zombie mode. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I respect
that's the part is I bought the full game for Cold War just so I can get the operator packs because they had one for Woods that
Right.
you got early if you pre-ordered it exclusive for Warzone. That was the only reason I got it.
hey,
And then I played the game and I was like, but it has a campaign, so I'm also gonna play that.
yeah. So yeah, Black is definitely my choice.
I respect that. I used to put time in on
game
that
was
game. That was
man.
dope.
That
Man.
was okay. That's a crew favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Respect my gamer approved.
Yeah.
You need a stamp.
Put a stamp on
Hey.
it.
Right. And you know what? Like that should be a we should like do a topic like one day where it's like none of us know our decisions, right? Our choices. And let's see if we all
Wind
hit
up
the
with
same
something.
thing.
up.
And that'd be the ultimate combo shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like
you know what? I like that idea.
yeah. Like,
Yeah. We gonna do that at some. We gonna come back to this. We gonna revisit that. I like that.
yeah, and,
Well-
and let this be a copywritten episode of 7. We have said this at this point. So don't be out there trying to steal our ideas. And
Right.
shit.
Time stamped.
Exactly.
1 minute, 2 seconds.
Yeah. So Black Man, that's definitely it.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't mind playing that again too. I'm glad you brought that up because
Speaking of
as soon
which-
as you said, I was like, "Damn, that game was good."
Speaking of which, you can join EA Play and play Black. That's what I discovered recently. I was looking at the gameplay. I was like, wait, I wonder if you can play it. And I went to, lo and behold, EA Play. You can join EA Play and experience that game again.
Well, I got something else to do that's gonna take up a lot more of my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Sorry, son. I'm playing Black right now.
Excuse me, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Man,
So that's what's up, man. So we had the best one-off games and games that we will resurrect.
Back to life.
I like these lists.
I like them. Yeah.
I like the choices.
Anything else? Anything else to discuss?
Respected.
Respect that.
I think it's gonna be it for this episode.
Yeah, I think we good.
That was solid.
Yeah.
Good couple of options. Good conversation with good friends.
Yeah, we don't want to overload you with too much. Just keep it simple sometimes.
But also make sure y'all let us know
Y'all
what you would
choices.
resurrect
Right.
or what your favorite one was in the comments.
Please do, man. In the meanwhile, while you're doing that, if you haven't followed us already, follow us at Respekt My Gamer.
Everywhere.
Respekt with a K, My Gamer. That's on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow along with us, man, and just just let us know how y'all feel about the show. Anything that we should improve on, which is not much because we're perfectionists, we're perfect. Okay, leave us alone. No, we playing. But like, yeah, anything that y'all
You
gotta say,
playing.
man.
No, we ain't.
Drop ideas. What y'all playing currently?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's let us know, man. Just let us know what's going on. And once again, I am your host, Elements MC. Canis 007 to my right, Kinetic 7 to his right. And we will see y'all soon. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.